Ein Projekt, das einfach mal den Goldstandard revolutionieren möchte. Das ist meine Ansage. Ja, das Projekt Red Curry, das haben wir schon vorgestellt. Hier die Verlinkung zum Projekt. Und heute liefern wir dir das Interview mit dem Founder. Und ich kann dir gleich dazu sagen, das wird spannend, denn da geht es jetzt nicht nur um das Projekt, sondern auch zum Beispiel um die Frage, ja, warum ist denn jetzt eigentlich die Fiat-Währung so böse, wo ja so viele drüber reden? Deswegen sei da schon mal gespannt. Auf unserem Kanal, da findest du spannende neue Projekte, du findest News zur aktuellen Marktlage und du findest die faktenbasierte Analyse von Scams. Falls dich die Themen interessieren, dann lass uns auf jeden Fall schon mal ein Abo da. Und bevor wir jetzt ins Interview gehen, ein Projekt, das Play to Earn revolutionieren wird, Ausrufezeichen, Battle Chain, grafisch wie auch gameplay-technisch unfassbar, wird garantiert eine Menge Zocker von Web 2 endlich ins Web 3 bringen. Wie die das schaffen wollen, hier die Verlinkung und jetzt gehen wir ins Interview. Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu dem heutigen Interview, was wir dir präsentieren dürfen mit Red Curry. Falls du das Video noch nicht gesehen hast, Verlinkung war ja schon am Anfang erwähnt, schau es dir unbedingt an, weil, das wird man jetzt auch gleich merken, dieses Projekt, das möchte einfach mal den Goldstandard nochmal verbessern. Und wie das genau passiert, das darf ich jetzt gleich mal den Founder direkt fragen, aber bevor wir jetzt in die Fragen kommen, werde ich ihn erstmal kurz fragen, dass er sich mal kurz vorstellt, dass ihr auch genau wisst, was er denn tut. Hello and welcome. Thank you for your time for this interview. And I will start with a very short question. Could you say some words about you?
Hello, everyone watching. I'm Neme. I'm one of the co-founders and CEO of Red Curry. Currynomics actually is the name of the organization. Red Curry is the real estate backed, our first real world asset backed digital currency. And we're bringing the renaissance to the storing wealth.
Thank you. I will start with the first question. And the first question I think is very interesting, also not only about the project, more like the big problem with all the fiat currencies. I will translate it short into German. In eurem White Paper, da habt ihr ja dieses Thema genannt, dass so das existierende Geld in sich ja eine Menge Probleme mit sich bringt, um das mal zusammenzufassen. Und da wäre jetzt natürlich mal interessant, was da genau Red Curry so als Alternative sieht. In your white paper, you are starting that the existing money is set to decrease in value. What do you think are the problems with money as we know it, and what makes Red Curry a better alternative?
Thanks. It's a good question. Haven't we all thought that how does this inflation play out? Or where do we even hide from it, for example? For me, it reminds actually early 90s in Estonia when Soviet Union collapsed and Estonia regained its independence. Although I was a small kid back then, 10 or something, 10, 11. But then I still sensed the challenges my parents were facing when the Soviet ruble collapsed. I guess people in Argentina, for example, maybe even in Turkey these days, and some other countries know what I mean precisely. I'm worried that most of us in EU still don't get the seriousness, even with inflation in early, let's say, tens and in Estonia, for example, even now, 20s, I mean, percentages. We don't see that what it does to our wealth and storing wealth. You know probably the urban myth with a frog in warm water, and while the temperature is being gradually increased. So we don't really see what is happening until it's too late. We are dead. but hopefully, let's see. The problem with conventional money is that, okay, it works as the unit of account and a medium of exchange, but it is not designed to preserve value. It's all built on debt. We all know that banks have been printing money faster than ever, and then the point being is that money supply fosters inflation. It's built into the system. In that sense, the system is broken. And actually, even I would go as far as saying that it could be unstable. And even if we try to save in fiat, our savings are not even protected really. So, and it centralizes wealth as well. It's another issue. Those holding assets win. So, and that's where the key is. Okay, assets. What about then storing wealth and growing wealth for the regular folks? We don't kind of usually have access to the private equity grade assets and then the investments. We have then in that sense quite poor choices. Not to mention the people with limited or no access to financial and capital markets or banking at all. So, okay, we have maybe securities, but these are volatile, complex, and risky. I'm not sure that people who love their day jobs, I don't know, creating something else, they should go home in the evenings and start trading stocks, for example, anyway. So it takes time and understanding, but these people actually should spend their time with their family, loved ones and family. And then, okay, we have precious metals, but these are quite volatile actually as well. So not the best alternative to store liquidity. And they come with actually storage costs and buy and sell spreads. Okay, then real estate comes to mind. We have all been taught when we read investment books that, okay, invest in real estate, but direct investments are not an option for everyone as well. And they come with long transaction times and high costs usually. And the traditional fractionalization is not the solution either. Crowdfunding is the riskiest end of the whole spectrum. And then the publicly traded, regulated securities, like rate shares, those are again volatile. So you don't know when to really, or let's say regular folks don't really know when to enter and exit. So it again becomes a trading on a stock market. Yeah. So how is then Red Curry different, or what it is, what we are talking here about is we want to say Red Curry is everything that the money should be. It's like our currency is 100 years back, but better. It's money keeping value. It's growing in value, and then it's money resistant to inflation. So basically, we take best of the both worlds. Red Curry is backed by highest quality commercial real estate. It's similar to money then backed by gold, but with extra benefit, because, like I mentioned, storing gold costs money, while real estate actually generates money. That income then is used in the case of Red Curry is used to buy more real estate without minting new coins. So it steadily grows the value of Red Curry in circulation. And then I would stress here that Red Curry is not a tokenized real estate or a security. This makes it highly liquid and allows you to use it like any other currency by the end of the day. And then there is our legal and technological foundation, the other best of the both worlds. It's combining the real world legal structure and decentralization with strong DAO governance. So Red Curry has an opportunity to become something robust and independent by the end of the day, as money should be. Yeah. So I hope that answers your question.
Very good, very good. I think this is very interesting. In the past, before I know your project, I thought the gold standard is the best thing. We don't need to talk about fiat currencies. It can't work. But Gold Standard, I thought it's very good. Then I read the white paper and saw and said, makes sense. And so we could also learn and think some things new. I think this is the big thing. In the past, no one thought about like this. Okay, maybe alternative to Gold Standard, for example. And so I think it's very, very cool. Very cool. I come to the second question. Wir haben im Video ja auch schon gesagt, wir befinden uns, oder beziehungsweise das Projekt befindet sich in einem sehr, sehr frühen Stadium. Jetzt sind wir mal an der Stelle gespannt, was da für Milestones geplant sind, beziehungsweise auch, was ja so für in der Zukunft einfach passieren soll. As we said in our first video, the project is in a very early stage. Could you talk us through some milestones you want to achieve in the future?
Thanks. It's an important question. How do we tackle this? We actually, with our co-founders and some investors, we jokingly say that this massive bad idea to take this on. But yeah, how do we tackle it? We are out from laboratory, so to say. We have completed our legal work. We are funded. We are building. We are in the process of finalizing the paperwork to start setting up the whole complex legal structure. I am investing most of my time at the moment into partnerships with my co-founders and then the team. Minting our first Red Curries is planned to Q2 this year, actually. Mm-hmm. But we focus on so-called buy to hold first, like in the previous question you asked. Then we would like an alternative to a savings account to be available to everyone as a first step. It's like one's exposure maybe to private equity grade real estate and investments. No barriers. And then we would love to get our product to be, let's say, basically, we would like to enter the lending and borrowing market, and then we even become a liquidity. Sorry, I completely kind of lost my train of thought at the moment. So I was saying that. Yeah, I was then from there we go to lending and borrowing, and then using Red Curry as a collateral to stablecoin protocols. Actually, this is where the liquidity enters the game. That's what I was going to say. In a parallel, then we would keep working on the real world partnerships to become a deposit currency. For example, imagine being able to pay your rental deposit in something that has not lost its value by the time you get it back when you end the lease. But anyway, in brief, then Q1, we finish laying the foundation from legal, technology, security to our community and governance structures. Q2, we give the finishing touches, test and audit, and then launch. Q3, we obviously keep developing the main use cases for Red Curry, but we also start taking the first steps to becoming a DAO for the future robustness of the whole system. Q4 and beyond, Red Curry as the hard money is then fully present, mm-hmm. and will start becoming an interesting building block for DeFi and then open finance.
Very cool. Very interesting roadmap. Yes, we are looking for this milestones, but it's very interesting, and I think also, like I said it before, it's a very important project and also a very good alternative to the real market. And so we are looking every time, you know it, for projects who make sense in the real world. And this is, for example, one of it. I think There must be a lot of projects like this to win more people into cryptocurrencies, but this is really one of it. And it's not only like this thing, oh, I make tokenization. It's a new thought of it. And this is, yeah, very cool, very cool.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we truly hope that we can be we kind of bridge the two worlds and then start bringing. So actually, the two worlds, the crypto space and the real world, are not separate worlds, really. So
of course,
it's time to start to bring them really closer together, and then make use of the technology and make our lives actually better, hopefully.
Yes. The third question. Wo wir uns auf der NBX, also der Next Block Expo in Berlin kennengelernt haben, da hat ja die Chemie sofort schon mal gepasst. Also das war ein super cooles Gespräch. Du als Person schon mal mega interessant. Jetzt sind wir natürlich mal gespannt, wen es da denn sonst noch so aus dem Team gibt und vor allem, wo da auch immer so das Know-how natürlich dahinter ist. When we met you at NBX, you stood out as a very claimed and interesting guy to have a conversation with. Can you tell us something about the rest of the team and their references?
Firstly, thanks. I love to meet you as well at NBX. About our team, yeah, we are a mission-driven, diverse, and then complementary team in that sense, with all the trades covered, like from real estate, wealth management, business development, technology, blockchain, and marketing backgrounds. Me and Kaspar, one of the co-founders, our CTO, we have worked already actually 5 years together. We have been like you say, like you would say, through thick and thin, and then we built a prop tech company together, and then I have been in real estate and technology for about 20 years, mainly residential rental property investments and management. Kaspar is an experienced technology architect, having built several products. Then Dejan, our third co-founder, as a head of a sizable family office, has been in real estate for nearly 24 years. And then he makes sure, he's a head of, basically he makes sure we get the real estate and the economy part right. He's our head of investments. Asse, an early crypto enthusiast and co-founder of Estonian Cryptocurrency Association, has been advising and been part of launching numerous projects. He looks after developing our use case partnerships, and with help of Mari, our chief of business development. She is our early member. Mari has spent several years helping fintechs develop their businesses. And then we have also Jürgen and Valeri leading our marketing and building of our community. They both have a ton of experience from both so-called real life and then crypto space, where both have launched several brands and products. And then we are also actually, yes, obviously backed by our trusted advisors and early investors from finance, payments, blockchain, our areas, other areas to help us design Red Curry.
Very cool. I think everyone can hear there's a lot of knowledge, and for a long time. I think this is the important thing. A lot of people only see in crypto, it's here I start now and tomorrow I have the big business. And here you see, for example, 5 years, 10 years, and so on. There's a lot of knowledge. Sorry, but out of the real world into the crypto space, I know it's all one world, but you know what I mean. So you have the knowledge, into this field, and I think this is a good combination.
Yeah. It's a lifetime project, I would say as well. Yeah.
Of course, of course. For this time, thank you very much for this interview. I'm looking forward. Maybe we can make another interview in the future if there are some milestones achieved and something new will happen. We are open for this, and I think it's very interesting also for our subs to see more about this project and also this life from the project, from the start to the launch, over the launch, and so on. Yeah.
Thank you. It was great having this interview. Thank you for the opportunity.
Was wir vor allem sehr cool finden, das ist das Know-how und die Erfahrung, was das Team mitbringt. Weil im Crypto-Space, wie gesagt, nicht böse gemeint, wenn es jetzt auch junge Founder gibt, das finden wir auch immer wieder cool, aber oftmals fehlt da halt einfach so die Erfahrung, das unternehmerische Denken, und das ist hier unserer Meinung nach halt echt gegeben, vor allem weil die halt alle in ihren eigenen Fachbereichen wirkliche Experten sind. Schreib uns da auch gerne mal in die Kommentare, was hältst du dazu, und falls wir da noch weiter kommunizieren wollen über das Projekt, diskutieren etc., alles erlaubt, dann haben wir einen Tipp: komm in unsere Telegram-Gruppe, weil da können wir auch nochmal in den Austausch gehen und du erfährst da natürlich auch nochmal alles rund um neue Projekte, die Links dazu etc. Also da bist du allumfassend informiert. Bevor du jetzt aber weiterschalten möchtest, wir haben noch einen Projekttipp an dich, und zwar Shoutout. Dieses Projekt ist daher ziemlich spannend, weil es halt wirklich mal Move to Earn einfach salonfähig macht und vor allem langlebig. Wie die das genau schaffen wollen, hier die Verlinkung zum Video, und wir sehen uns im nächsten Video. Bis dahin alles Gute. Ciao!